Alright, so it looks like I'm making Jay a logo for Christmas, and here's a documentary on how that happened. So I've already started making 3 logos. I'm planning on making 6. 3 of them I want them to be purely digital, and the other 2 I'll be digitizing from the designs that I've made in my book already. It's kind of just me just fucking around in the book, but it's whatever. So this is part 1, and it's just gonna be me doing the logo, explain what I'm doing if anything ever comes up. But at the end of the series, end of this video, I'll be describing each part of each of the logos. So hopefully I can make bullet points to make that shit short, because I have a tendency to ramble, which I'm doing right now. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, well, I was kind of buzzed. I couldn't really come up with anything good. So I looked online for some inspiration, didn't really find anything pretty useful to me. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and clean my room. Maybe I do time lapse. It's really fucking dirty, so maybe not. I don't want you guys to think that I'm some kind of fucking pig. But, oh shit, that peaked hard. But that's okay. I'll put it in. If not, the next clip you'll see me working on another part of the logo or something like that, or explaining some kind of methodology behind the logos and the ideas that I've had behind the logos. And if not, you'll see the final product and I'll talk about it then. Alright, sounds good.
Surely lead to a beautiful disaster of a wedding is gone forever. But then again, why the hell is your shutter speed anywhere near the 30-minute mark on your camera if you're shooting a wedding? It doesn't make sense to me. It should be available by default, and if you disagree with me, you can come fight me about it. I'll leave my address on screen.
Alright, so I'm back, rejuvenated, cleaned my room, it's all good. It's been like an hour or something like that since I last came on the stream, the thing, whatever. But I got some inspiration, I did some browsing, and now we're gonna start doing the stuff. Alright guys, so I just worked on this logo a little bit. I really don't like this. Like, this doesn't, like... No, this isn't good. So man, I don't know. I don't like it personally. It just doesn't feel like it fits the brand or like just J in general. And I don't know. Part of me is starting to not like this one either. So that's a problem. This one, I don't know either. Maybe the fucking Raven concept was not good. Maybe. I don't know. It just, man, this is such a headache. Oh man, what did I do? Fuck, I just fucked it all up. It's okay. It's alright. Just gotta go back to square one. It's gonna be good. Alright. Let's see. I think I just might take a break on this for today. Just because the creative juices aren't flowing and I have to go to work later, so I need the creative juices for that. Ooh, just got a text message from Eamon. Alright, so one, I know the lighting's changed, but that's okay because I have a new toy that I want to show you. Two, just got back from seeing Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, and that's a totally different video because that shit was amazing. Best Star Wars movie that has come out in the past, or in the whole entire trilogy that just came out. But like I said, that's something else. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up the surprise, and then this is where I'll be talking about the logo and the beautifulness of the logo. So yeah, let's go ahead and set that shit up and stay tuned. Alright, this is it. This is the setup that we got going on, and now we're going to talk about the logo and kind of like the deep components of it, and the things that I implemented that I thought really represented Jay and would make this logo kind of not necessarily perfect, but would inspire more thought and more creativity on his side to probably make his own logo or use this one in any capacity that he wants. So let's go on and start with the first part. So looking at the very top of the first logo on the page, that we see that the double circles, one that is filled in and one that is not. The idea behind that was to kind of represent the duality behind Jay's creativity. I know you guys don't know Jay, but the way that he is, he's very analytical when it comes to his creativity, and at the same time very holistic when it comes to it. And that's something that I've really wanted to encompass and contain within this logo design for him. That's just Jay as a person. He's able to look at things holistically and give you good advice on an analytical level almost, where you know that he's looking at it critically, and he can see both sides of kind of like the whole picture, so to speak, or the whole situation or whatever. And he's very strong, and I think that the circle represents a strong person. So there's that first part. The typeface that I used was called Chincel, and that's one of my favorite fonts right now. It's a serif font, so meaning it has I don't know the technical name of it. I should look like a fucking idiot. Good thing this is unlisted. Anyway, so it has the things that go like that, and like the letters, where the sans serif is just the straight. And I want to go for a very vintage look with this logo, and I think that that vintage aesthetic hipster vibe, like in the best way possible, is definitely Jay. and I just wanted to keep that within. I think the coolest part of this logo thus far is the raven. And if you look at the logo, it's a circle again, kind of representing that that stability and that stableness and the holistic outlook on life. But the raven really kind of like also encompasses the mysteriousness of Jay sometimes, but in like a good way. So don't get that twisted. And then the rest of it was kind of just stuff that I wanted to leave open to interpretation. So in the first logo again, I just put modern artist, just a placeholder for him to either change the text or whatever he wants, because he will be getting the project files for this unedited and whatnot. So it's going to be in the rawest form it can be, so he can have the most flexibility when playing with it. You know, this has been a really fun video to make. I wish I did more, but it's coming down to the nitty-gritty, and I think I might have to just say fuck it to all 6 logos. Not all 6, but all the 2 handmade ones, because it's going to take way too long to make them. And I just feel like Jay wouldn't benefit from having really customized logo, because it's all going to be digitized from my paper, so there's not really any Illustrator type of stuff he can pull from it. But at this point I'm just rambling. Thank you so much for watching, and maybe I'll try to make more videos like this, but thanks. Have a good night. I have to pack up this whole entire setup, and my desk is over here, and it's just a total mess, but this is really fun. Peace.